Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my live this morning. I'm running a little bit late, behind schedule. I was scheduled to start at 11, and it's now 5 after, but better late than never. Um, of course, I have morning errands to run sometimes, and this was one of those mornings when I had errands to run before I actually start the live. Oops, this is boiling up. Alrighty, so I ran some errands this morning, didn't get to drink any tea. It's kind of late to drink tea, but my stomach feels a little bit, I wouldn't say nauseous, but funny because it's accustomed to hot beverage in the morning. So you might be wondering, what's she cooking today? So I have a very interesting break feast. I have some cooked up ackee here. It's already cooked. And cooked up with the seasoning and everything. So I decided to make some fried dumplings with coconuts. I'm calling them coconut fried dumplings, sliders. Yes. So I was gonna call it fried dumpling sandwich or fried dumpling. So I decided to call it fried dumpling sliders. Reason being, I'm gonna fry the dumpling, cut it in half, and make a sandwich with the ackee. Yes. So they're called sliders, just like when you go to those restaurants and they make the chicken sliders or the pork sliders. And, the fried dumpling sliders, you could just slide anything into it, whether cooked up saltfish, cooked up cabbage, you name it. So I'm keeping it very simple this morning. Yard food with a twist. Yes, so I'm making some coconut fried dumplings, which I've made in the past. I'm making it again, but this time I'm gonna make it like sliders. I'm gonna make them big, cut them, and make it like a nice. So let's see how that comes out. Alrighty, so before I get started, I'm just rinsing off these cans. We have 2 prize giveaways this morning. Good morning, Audrey. How are you? Looking for my can opener. I think it's somewhere here hiding. Yes, found it. Alrighty, so before I start my live, my live has already started. Forgive me guys, I didn't sleep well last night. I was up every hour. I don't know why. So I'm a little bit out of it. So what I'm gonna do is, I was thinking to put some tuna in my sliders, but I changed my mind. I'll just stick to the ackee this morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the live. Alrighty. So, in this bowl, I have 3 cups of flour, and I have 2.5 tablespoons of baking powder, and I also added some Himalayan pink salt, just to taste. And to this, I'm gonna be adding some coconut flakes. Let me get a scissors. So to this, I'm going to be adding some coconut flakes. Not much because we don't want it sweet. We just want it to taste a little bit in the dumplings that we're going to be making. And guys, talking about dumplings, I went to Barbados recently, and we saw on the menu stew fish, because I think that's one of their special dishes, and Johnny cakes. So in the Caribbean, in Jamaica, we call fried dumpling Johnny cakes, not knowing that their Johnny cake is actually baked. It's baked in a pan and it's cut in big chunks, and that's what they call a Johnny cake, just like the English call their Johnny cake. Did not know that. So when we got the food at the table where we were sitting, we got this big bowl looking like soup. Thought it was soup, but it was the fish inside of the stew, and then this big piece of bread on the side, which is the Johnny cake. So it was delicious. It was different. It's more like a sweet bread. It had that kind of flavor, and it was pretty good. It was decent. It was decent. So this morning, guys, I'm going the rice way. I'm going to be making some rice coffee. So I'm adding, can't find my rice coffee spoon. So I'm using my spoon. Alrighty, so I'm making some rice coffee before I actually start making those dough for the dumplings. And of course, I'm gonna add some creamer. But Audrey, I'm not gonna use your creamer today. I'm craving for my my Planet Oats flavor today. I've tried it with your creamer, but it tasted good. It tasted different. It tasted more like a mocha kind of. It has a frappe kind of taste. Those frappes that you buy kind of have that flavor. Delish. Okay. So I have my rice coffee ready. Let me get another spoon for my dough. Alrighty. So, as you guys know, I like to fry my dumplings in my wok. I don't like, it's either my Dutch pot or my wok. So this morning I am using my wok. So I already added 4 ingredients to the bowl. So now, to get your fried dumpling texture right, you have to use a cold liquid. So I'm using some cold coconut milk. And I'm also using some cold evap milk. So I'm using 2 types of milk. So I'm using some cold evap milk and some cold coconut milk. So I'm just going to leave it in this cup so it can get cold, because we want the texture of our fried dumplings to be soft. It has a crust on the outside but soft on the inside. So I'm just going to leave this to cool for a little bit while my wok is getting hot. Just going to make my dough real quick. And of course, I got to wash my hands. We can't make our dumplings in gloves because it's going to be sticking on the gloves. So we have to keep it real. She said a rice spoon is for... Oh, okay. I heard. I see. I always use it. I always use it and thing that. All right. So I'm washing my hands, guys, because I have to use my hands to make the dough. So I'm drying. We have to keep it clean up in here. I was going to make cabbage on the side along with the ackee for the sliders. That's why I took out these seasonings, but I changed my mind in the interest of time. So to our sliders, our fried dumpling sliders this morning, I'm going to be adding some plantain in the middle. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Corinne. So and good morning, Auntie. Auntie, I see you. Sister Scale joining me from Florida. All right. So let me peel the plantain in the meantime, so we could get this going. Let me get a plate for this. Get one of these wooden plates. All right. I love my little wooden plate, guys. It just reminds me of Jamaica. So every time I see them, I buy them. I have probably about 5 or 6 of them in the house. And they do come in handy, especially when I'm doing my lives, you know. Like this one have the ackee and this one is going to have the plantains right now. They come in really, 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 really handy. All right. So I'm just going to dice my plantains, because we're going to add them to the sliders. Yes, we'll make fried dumpling sandwich this morning. For those of you who don't understand what I mean by the sliders, that's the fancy name when you go to the restaurants out there and they give you these little buns with some chicken cooked up in it or some, you know, different things cooked up in it. They call them sliders. So I'm making fried dumpling sliders. Let me see who's on my YouTube this morning. I have a number of people on my YouTube. We can see low quality. I don't know why. I guess it's the lighting that I have in the kitchen. Alrighty, so let me turn on my fire. My wok is hot, so I'm gonna be making the fried dumplings as soon as the dough is finished. So I'm slowly adding the cold liquid, and I have ice in this cup, guys. So we could get a nice, fluffy, soft dough. Maybe where you're watching from, the quality is, you know, your internet or something is messed up. But I'm sure my other YouTubers never usually complain. If you have a problem with the, you know, the viewing, you could go over to Facebook. Just go on my page on Facebook and you will watch the live as well. All right, guys, so I've added a mixture of coconut milk and evaporated milk. If you make fried dumpling, guys, and you know, add some evap milk, it not have the right taste. Because we're looking for taste and texture and color. Yes. That's what I look for in a fried dumpling. I'm a fried dumpling critique, you know. What you could tell a good fried dumpling just looking at it. You could tell a good fried dumpling by just looking at the dumpling. That tells you that the dumpling right. Because it's not everybody fried dumpling tastes good. Some of the fried dumpling, it's too doughy. Yeah. So now that I've added the liquid, I'm just going to kind of put it together. And I'm going to be adding more liquid because it's coming together, but it's a little bit, I could feel it a little bit being dry. So we have to make these dumplings with our bare hands. If you stush and try to make the dumplings with the gloves, sorry for you. So I'm adding some more liquid, guys. And you know, the amount of liquid that I've added to this so far, if I was using regular room temperature water, it would be the dough would be so soft already. But because we are making, you know, similar to a pastry dough, it's going to take a lot of liquid. That's the trick when you use the cold beverage, whether water or cold milk. You have to add a good amount to get the right texture. All right. So for those of you who are joining the live and don't know what fried dumpling is like a bread. It's almost like a bread. But it's just that it's fried. It's not baked. And this is one of our Jamaican cuisine. Fried dumplings. We normally have it for breakfast with, you know, different things. It could be a mackerel from the can. It could be ackee and saltfish. It could be cooked up saltfish. Doesn't matter. Some people even have it with scrambled eggs. Yeah, some people have their fried dumpling with scrambled eggs. I don't know. I personally don't like fried dumplings with scrambled eggs. Scrambled egg for eat with bread. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit more milk, cold milk. I'm using evaporated milk, guys, and coconut milk. And I've added some coconut flakes to the dough just for additional flavor. So now that we get our dough together and it has the right texture almost, we're going to start the frying process soon. But before I start the frying process, I'm going to start with the plantain so we can get that out of the way. And then we start with the dough. And see, guys, the dough is nice and ready. The dough is nice and ready like Freddy. All right. So I'm going to kind of make them round and flat so we could cut it across and make those sliders. I'm going to wash off my hands. Okay. So I've washed my hands. Good morning, Yvette. How are you? Hi, Monique. Hi, Charmaine. Come on in on the live. All right, guys. So we have some nice coconut flavored fried dumplings. Hear me, fried dumplings. Raw dough here to make some fried dumplings. So let's turn up this fire. First, I'm going to fry my plantains because that will be a part of the slider in the middle of the dumpling. And this is kind of similar to what they called what they call that thing again. Trinis normally make it with the saltfish in the middle. I think they call it bake. That's what they call it. They call it bake and saltfish. Well, this is quite similar. The only difference is they use yeast in their mixture and we use baking powder. We use baking powder. Theirs is flat. I'm not going to make mine that flat, but a little bit thicker and smaller. So I'm adding some vegetable oil to this wok. I'm adding some vegetable oil to the wok. It's hot. One thing I like with my wok, it gets hot quick. All right, while the pot is there getting hot, yeah, they call it fry bake. Yeah, fry bake. Moni call it fry bake too. She's from St. Vincent. They call fry dumplings fry bake. Alrighty, so this morning I have 2 gift giveaways. And let me see all the fast people them who fast from my status last night on WhatsApp and Facebook, because guess what? Being nosy, you get a prize for being nosy. Alrighty, so this morning I have some bento boxes. Yeah, these are lunch boxes and these are very handy, and this is 3 pairs of them, 3 different colors, and it has the cover. It has a spoon and fork. So it's a spoon and fork in one. So if you bring soup, you have the spoon part. If you bring food, you have the fork part. It's so cute. I thought it was a nice gift giveaway. And we also have a noodle bowl. It's very handy. It's like a cup, but it's a bowl. It has a cover, very nice cover. So you could take your soup to work, or your porridge, or your hot beverage. Very nice gift. Alrighty, so let's see. May the best person win. Alrighty, so yesterday was Valentine's Day. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and hubby and I went to a restaurant in our neighborhood down in Howard Beach, and we went to a particular restaurant. I'm not going to tell you the name of the restaurant. I posted pictures of what we ate. If you can tell me, or if you can identify based on the picture that I posted what we had, even if it's close to the answer, I'll still give you the prize, because you're not there to see what we ordered on the menu, but just looking at the picture, if you could tell me what any of us had, you win the bento bowl. Yes, you win the bento bowl. As a matter of fact, you're allowed to cheat, because some of you didn't see it. I posted it on Facebook, so you can switch over to Facebook and look at the picture that I posted, and you can try to determine what was in my plate and hubby's plate. No, it wasn't fish. It was not fish. I wish we did order fish though, but the food was good. The food overall, I'm not bashing it. It was extremely delicious. All right, I was going to make the dumpling first. Let me do the plantains first and get it out of the way. So I'm frying the plantains in deep oil. Getting those out of the way first. Let me get some paper towel to absorb the excess liquid. The excess oil, I said liquid. So we're frying the plantains right now, and then I'm going to be doing the dumplings. Pineapple rice. Yes, it was indeed pineapple rice, Charmaine. And that's exactly what hubby had. He had the pineapple rice with the shrimp inside of it, and it was extremely delicious. So, Charmaine, you won this bento bowl set. Congratulations. Charmaine won this bowl set. Yes, it was indeed pineapple rice. And she got the right exact answer. It was pineapple rice. The name of the dish he ordered was Asian pineapple rice with shrimp. Because you could add chicken, shrimp, or beef to your rice. So he added shrimp to his. So, yeah. All right. There was another thing we had. And I'll give you clues. For those of you who didn't see it. I'll give you clues. There's a particular Chinese delicacy Um, some people eat it raw. Some people eat it cooked. We had that yesterday as our appetizer. If you can tell me what we had as an appetizer, which I just described, I said some people have it raw, some people have it cooked. We had the cooked version of it. If you can tell me what we had for the appetizer yesterday, you want this noodle bowl. Nice noodle bowl for work. And guys, I know you like to carry your porridge to work and your soup and all them kind of things. Yeah, so we have a nice noodle bowl. Yes. For you. So may the best person win. Good morning, Dawn. She said raw yolk. Yeah, some people eat it raw. But we weren't having it raw. We don't like it raw. You must have planted them fry already. That was quick. See? Them fry. Because it's in deep oil, that's why it fries so fast. And the oil is extremely hot. Yep. Let me see who answered. Come on, guys. Some people eat it raw. Some people eat it cooked. Let's see who get the answer. Let me look at the live. Sushi. Okay, Joycey got it. Sister Joycey answered first. She said sushi, and she's indeed right. Yvette, you type too slow. Hush. Yes, Sister Joyce said sushi. So, Joycey, tomorrow at church, I'll bring you your gift. You won this noodle bowl. Yes, it's a nice gift. You could carry a porridge to work, your soup. If you're going on the road and you didn't finish eating your food and you want to travel with it, it's a great travel container. So let's give it up for Joyce and Charmaine. Charmaine won the bento bowl. Alrighty, so let us get on with our coconut fried dumplings because we're going to make sliders with the dumplings. Alright, so for those of you who are just joining the live, I have some cooked up ackee in this bowl. Already cooked up and everything. And I'm making some fried dumplings. We're going to cut them like a burger bun. And we're going to put ackee in the middle and make it like a sandwich. So we're calling them coconut fried dumpling sliders. So that's the dish for today. All right. I need to turn on the fire because we don't want them burn. Because this will burn because we have evap milk inside of it. Yep. So I'm making them kind of flat, guys, because I want to cut it across like almost like a burger bun. But I don't want to make them too big. And we want it to cook fast too. That's another thing. So that's another thing. We added coconut flakes. Charmaine said, congrats, Joyce. Raw salmon have so much worms. I know. I don't know how they eat raw salmon. I can't eat that. I really can't eat that, Audrey. I don't know how they stomach that. It looks good when you see it on the sushi, but I'm not eating it. So the sushi we had yesterday, it had shrimp in it, and it had avocado, and it had carrots. It was very, very nice. It was very nice. Very delicious. Yeah. So we're making some fried dumpling sliders. I have to turn on my fire because we don't want them burned. We want them thoroughly cooked. And they're in deep fat frying right now, guys. They're covered in oil. So you know it's going to cook fast. And because I use the coconut milk and the evap milk, it turns color so fast because of that. Because no water was added. So I'm making it as flat as I possibly can. Almost like making boiled dumpling. Because I want it to be covered and cooked. So I'm turning down my fire as low as possible. Because I want my fried dumplings to be nice and juicy. Yes. I don't know how they eat the raw salmon, guys. But whenever I go out and I have to eat sushi, and I make sure I tell them, listen, do not let it get cross-contaminated with the raw ones because I don't want to get sick. But that restaurant was very clean and, they had everything all organized, which was a good thing, which was a plus for me. So I'm going to make about 6 because I'm going to leave some of the dough for tomorrow. Just 6 for display purposes. Just going to make about 6 just for display purposes and in the interest of time because I have a million things to do today. Yes. All right. So here goes our fried dumpling sliders. All right, I'm going to make 2 more. Just in case one of them come out too dark, at least I have an extra one to show off. All right. So we're making some fried dumpling sliders and we're going to cut it out open just like a fry bake, and we're going to put our ackee inside of it, our ackee and saltfish. All right, this is the last one. All right. So I didn't even get out my platter. What was I thinking? All right, so they're cooking slowly and they're rising. Let me eat a plantain in the meantime. Let me have breakfast in the meantime. Okay, guys, so this morning I want to talk about high blood pressure. And the reason why I want to talk about it, we talk about it because sometimes some people go to bed and they don't get up. It's called the silent killer. Sometimes we have it and we don't even know we have it. Some people get a headache when their pressure is high. Some people get no signal at all. Some people die in their sleep because of their pressure, raising too high. Last night, hubby and I was watching a movie. And, movie night, I had some chips, some sun chips, some garden salsa sun chips, gluten-free, blah, blah, blah. And I had some Trader Joe's chips. I think it's finished. Yeah, it was finished. But it's like a Trader Joe's, what Jamaican would call cheese tricks. It has a cheese tricks texture, and I love it because it has garlic and onion flavor. One of my favorite snacks. But it has a salty taste, but it's not very salt. It's about 120 mg of salt in the whole big bag, so it's not that bad. So anyway, I poured some in a bowl. We were in the bed, we were watching the movie. I was just popping them like Skittles. And then I had some lemonade on the night table and I was sipping that. And about 2 o'clock this morning, I got up with a massive headache. I got up off the bed to go to the bathroom and I thought I was going to fall over. And I realized that the headache was so intense. I had to wake him up. He said, what happened? I said, I don't feel good. So I went for the blood pressure machine. And when I checked my blood pressure was 156/94. Yeah. I would say I need a spanking. Tapping eyes. Yesterday was Valentine's Day and we need a little treat. Anyway, I'm not sure if what we had yesterday at the restaurant spiked it. Maybe it was high before, and then we're gonna eat the chips on top of it in the night. That send it up more. So I got up, I walked to the fridge, I got a piece of watermelon because I have cut up watermelon in the fridge. I took a piece of garlic, I crushed it up, put some water, and I drank it. And oh, and I squeezed some lemon juice in it and I drank it. And then I have these mini cucumbers called cukes. I crunched on two of them too. So I did my whole natural stuff. And I felt a little change, but I thought the change needed to happen faster. No, doctor did give me some blood pressure pill from God he knows when. I couldn't even find the bottle. You want to see me in the kitchen rummaging through the stuff trying to find it. I don't believe in these blood pressure pills, but I wanted to bring it down as fast as I could. Even though I know I took all those things. So, sure enough, I found it. And I took it. I woke up in the morning. I felt a little, I felt better. I checked it again. And it was 130 something over 85 or something like that. So it went down. So I decided that I'm going to talk about it on my live this morning. Guys, be careful what you eat before you go to bed. I had those salty chips last night because it was Valentine's and I watch movie and everything, you know, set the mood, whatever. But I got up, brushed my teeth, went to bed after that. The salt in the chips, them, when I eat, getting on my bloodstream, it's sending up my blood pressure. So you have to be careful what you eat before you go to bed. Don't eat nothing. Trust me. If you can do without eating anything, or if you have to eat something, because some of you might be diabetic, just grab 2 crackers and some tea. No sugar. Don't do the sugar. You don't need it. And drink it and go to your bed. Pray and go to your bed. And ask God for cover you while you sleep. Because trust me, so many things could have happened while I was sleeping last night. I could have gotten a stroke. I could have died in my sleep. But God preserved me. He woke me up with a headache so I could run and take care of these things. So guys, please take care of yourselves before you go to bed at night. Because blood pressure is a silent killer. She said, also sure your blood sugar. Yes, you have to check your blood sugar too if you're borderline diabetic. She said no crackers either. Yes, Audrey, you can have crackers, but if the crackers is gluten-free, you could have crackers. Of course you can have some crackers. You can have 2 crackers. It's not do much. It's not gonna do much. It won't hurt you. Because sometimes as humans we're drinking tea. You want to crunch something. There are a lot of gluten-free crackers in these supermarkets nowadays. They even have gluten-free bread. You can have a slice. You can toast 1 slice. You don't have to have 2. But I'm just saying, watch what you eat before you go to bed. Because the silent killer will creep upon you. I've had friends who died in their sleep. They went to party. They had to drink whatever liquor. They come home and they ate whatever. Went to bed and never wake up. When them do the autopsy, she had a blood clot in the brain. So we have to be careful, guys. Be mindful of bedtime snacks. I'm speaking to myself as well. I have to be mindful of my bedtime snacks. And normally, I never usually snack before the one that come out too brown. Normally, I never usually, I snack before I go to bed. But I'll have a Triscuit. A gluten-free Triscuit with a little bit of cream cheese, low-fat cream cheese, or plant-based butter or whatever, and a cup of tea, no sugar, and I go to bed and I'm fine. And I normally do my night routine. I normally have my beets. Yeah, I have it right here too. I take 2 of these. I open the capsules because it's beet powder basically, guys. The nitrate oxide, it helps with your circulation. It's good for the heart. Yes, it's good for the heart. It supports your cardiovascular system, and it's made with pure beetroot. Has no additives, no preservatives, no nothing. So I always take this before I go to bed too, and I wake up feeling good, because sometimes you're sleeping and you have leg cramps. I usually have leg cramps, but after I start taking this before bedtime, no more leg cramps. And if I don't take this, let me show you what I take as well. The Herbalife Night Works. It works. It's a mango flavor. Nitrate oxide, good for your circulation, good for your heart, good heart health. Tastes like juice. 2 scoops of it in some water and you're good to go. So just be mindful of what you put in your body before you go sleep. That's all I'm saying to you guys. Because I turn on the fire, the fried dumpling them start fry slow. This one come out a little brown. Alright guys, so we're about to make some sliders. We're about to make some coconut fried dumpling sliders. Audrey said leg cramps is indication of my... Yes, that's true too. Leg cramps is also an indication of magnesium deficiency. And guys, magnesium is good to take before going to bed as well, because magnesium helps with your blood pressure. It helps to lower your blood pressure. So magnesium, that's a good point, Audrey. Point taken. Magnesium is also good. As a matter of fact, I used to take magnesium too. I take magnesium, I take my melatonin, my beets, and I'm good to go. And then I might take ashwagandha every other night. I don't take it every night. When you take those 3 things before you go to bed, you wake up like a champion. People ask me, where you get all this energy from? How you do it? I have a friend of mine who always call, boy, I don't know how you do it, you're just always on the move. Yeah, these are the things I take before I go to bed. So when I wake in the morning, it sets the pace for the day. Yeah, you have the energy to do all that you plan to do. And you get things accomplished. Let me wash my hands full of flour. Yeah. So it also helps with your sleep, so you can sleep comfortably. Oops. All right, let me get a platter. I forgot to take my platter down before I start my live. And we keep it real up in here. All right, so I'm about to make my sliders, guys. I'm about to make my sliders. This one come out too brown. No, I'm not use that one there. It come out a little bit dark. I make it stay in the oil too long because I was chatting away. All right, guys. So we have 4 more fried dumplings in here, and they came out really, really, really nice. They came out really nice. I love it. All right, so we got 5 on the plate right here. Let's turn off our stove. Let's get this out of the way. I'm afraid of that wok. I got burned during the Christmas season, and guys, I'm dealing with it. Everybody, what happened to your hand? Yana, my granddaughter. Yeah, I was making something for her. All right, guys, so we're gonna cut these fried dumplings. So you're gonna stick the knife in, and then you saw it like you saw in a piece of board. So you can see, as you can see, guys, it's cooked. It's not raw. It's like a burger bun. All right, I'm gonna cut another one. So I'm gonna stick the knife in. Oh, this one hot. Oops, it's hot. So I can't taste the hot one now, because I'm gonna get burned. All right, I'm gonna cut another one. Woo! This one is hot as hell too. Oops. Don't crack on me now. Guys, it's very hot. I have to wait. Matter of fact, let me improvise and use some paper towels. Yeah. All right, so we'll make some fried dumpling sandwich right here. So some sliders. And the last one. All right. Can taste the coconut flavor. All right, let's do this one too. I was gonna do 5, let's do 6. All right, so I have my ackee mixture in here. So I'm just gonna scoop some ackee and saltfish that's already cooked up. I'm gonna put it in here. Scoop a little bit, put it in here. So every one of them have enough. I thought I wasn't gonna have enough ackee, but I have more than enough. Oh, this one didn't get any yet. All right. So we have our sliders ready. Let's clean up this plate. We gotta clean up our presentation. Oops. All right. All right. So let's clean up our presentation. So let's decorate our plate now, our platter. So in between, let's add some lettuce, some organic lettuce. Okay guys, so I present to you this morning our coconut fried dumpling sliders. Oh, I forget to put the plantain. Jesus, thank you, Audrey. You see, that's why I love my audience, you know. You knew I fried the plantain to put in the middle of it. I forgot. I forgot, girl, but it's not too late. Let's put the plantain in. Lord Jesus, I'm gonna forget the plantain. How could I forget the plantains? Whew. How could I forget these plantains? And guess what? Even though I ate 2 of them, I have the exact amount. How could I forget the plantains, Audrey? Thank you. Good lookout. Who say you not pay attention in a class? Yes, thanks for paying attention. So I have my coconut fried dumpling sliders right here, guys. This is a great party idea. So guys, if you're throwing a party and you need some nice hors d'oeuvres, this is something that you could try. Yes, these are our fried dumpling sliders, or coconut. Let me be specific. It's the coconut fried dumpling sliders. Yes. So let's see how this tastes. She said, wee. All right, let's see how this tastes. All right, I'm gonna eat one. Let me eat the burn up one because we need the pretty one them for the pictures. Let me eat a burn one. All right. Let's eat a burn one. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. This is so good. Mm-mm-mm. This is absolutely delicious. Mm-hmm. Guys, you gotta try this. Very good. Mm-hmm. So guys, before I run away and leave you, Damien, you're so late. Class is over. What's going up in here today? Oh, this boy have no behavior, no Audrey. I need you to straighten him out for me. Audrey said Saturday morning special. Yes, Saturday morning special. You miss it. Where you cook flour? No, sir. Mm-mm. Let me rub it in your face. Coconut fried dumpling sliders. And you know what's inside the slider? What's slid in between the dumplings? Some ackee and saltfish and a piece of plantain. Very nice. You missed it. So guys, before I go, please remember to support our YouTube channel by purchasing something. They have these aprons. We have a lot of hoodies. We have a lot of baby stuff, baby onesies, baby bibs, baby cups, sippy cups, tea cups, kitchen items. Please check out our merch store. Check us out also on Amazon. Just type in Celie's Kitchen on Amazon and you will see all the kitchen stuff popping up as well. Yes. What's the other element? Fluffy. Oh, nice. Come fry two for me. No, I'm not frying none for you. You can't pay me. Yes, guys. We have a lot of Walk Good t-shirts. We have Walk Good aprons. Please support Celie's Kitchen, guys, by purchasing something from our merch store. Our merch store is on YouTube. We also have a store on Amazon called Celie's Kitchen. Just type it in. You can purchase anything of your choice. Kitchen and what I did, I top it up with a lot of kitchen stuff. So pots, pans, spoons, you name it, we got it. Go check it out. Go and check it out, guys. So let me finish my fried dumpling slider. And I have things to do. So as Jamaicans would say, walk good. So I want all of you on both live platforms today. I didn't TikTok today. I want all of you on both platforms today to take care of yourselves and walk good. So next week, same time, same place. Tune in and I'll tell you what time I'm coming on to Celie's Kitchen because we have more giveaways. We have more interesting recipes for you to try. And we want to build this. We want to build this this business. Yes, so you guys can benefit as well. Alrighty, so take care of yourself and walk good. God bless.